Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Earth Angel Aura here. And without further ado, go ahead and like and subscribe because this message, if you're here, you're going to be blessed by the insight that's given during this message. So let's go ahead and get some insight into this intuitive tarot. First and foremost, we're going to give thanks to the Most High, Jesus Christ, Yeshua. May you continue to bless us. And I ask that you allow the angels to give us insight during this message for the collective of twin souls, divine feminine and divine masculine. Amen. Ashe yo. Starting out. Okay, divine feminine, you are in this Queen of Pentacles energy. What I'm definitely picking up, starting off with this card, is that all the things that you may have been dealing with as of late, it caused you to really focus more so on building a sense of stability for yourself. You may have been propelled into this energy based on having to separate from people that wanted to control you, is what I'm picking up. With this Queen of Pentacles here, you're very grounded, and not only grounded, you are becoming more so aware of your power, sitting on your throne. And even as I have that come out, following, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, you may have felt that you had to walk away from a lot of connections, is what I'm picking up. You had to really do like a self inventory, like a self analysis of figuring out what it is that you needed in order for you to get to this space of stability in your life. You had to leave a lot behind. I'm definitely picking up too that this was a sacrifice. It took a lot for you to withdraw. You may have even decided to really separate yourself from what was behind you. Holy Spirit, give us more insight. Another thing is that you feel this sense of energy in regard to your divine masculine as well, because we have the sun and the moon here. Like, you even, I'm definitely picking up, you may have had to separate yourself from your divine masculine and focus more so on your stability, your prosperity, as well as other people. And the magician has come out as well. Wow. Now you're in this space of focusing inward. You may have taken a lot of time to focus on yourself, and but you were forced to do so, and you had to really tap into becoming the magician in your life. You had to really alchemize situations, meaning whatever you was given, you had to turn it into something better for yourself. So it's what I'm also getting is that regardless of the things that you have experienced, you have learned from those lessons. You have not allowed the situations that happen, even happening to separate yourself from people in your past, even separate yourself from your masculine. You knew that in order for you to have the type of life you wanted, you were going to have to make some changes. With the magician card coming out, we're going to do reversals with this deck, this oracle deck. So next we have the Page of Swords in a reverse. This energy, they're in regret. There was a lack of planning on their part. I'm definitely picking up that someone operated out of free will. This could be your divine complement, your divine masculine. They operated out of feeling as if it's almost like they wanted to fumble this connection because they felt like it was too good to be true. Like, you are someone that you're able to make something out of nothing. You may have like a strong sense of direction in your life, and even though you may not always know the next step to make, you always trust in faith, even in regard to this connection. And so with the Page of Swords being in reverse, like, many of the masculines are now very disappointed because they did not realize that you were going to pull that card on them. They did not realize that you were going to actually choose yourself. But starting out in this read, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is giving you insight that you chose yourself above all else. And so now someone may have tried to call your bluff, and they made a tragic decision in doing so. They're not necessarily sure which direction to take at this point because of what you're doing. And I'm definitely picking up too that they could be very inspired by you being able to walk away from the connection, by you being able to separate yourself from the connection. Um, but they're really at a standstill. They're not really sure what direction to take, but they know they want to take direction towards you. I'm definitely picking up too that they may have been very guarded. We also, yeah, we have the Emperor in reverse. They took some bad advice. Wow. There was someone here that intentionally gave them bad advice. Someone abused their power. They may have fallen into this trap of being very undisciplined. This could be someone that, this could be even a father figure. This could be siblings. Some male in their life were males. And this could be just, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could just be an energy of feeling as if in order to be a man, you have to be dysfunctional. And so they're now realizing that that was a major mistake that they made. They took your love for granted. They thought that the love that you have for them, because they know the love you have for them is real, but they did not realize that you were able to still choose yourself in spite of having love for this masculine. Yeah, they took bad advice, and now they come into the understanding that who gave them bad advice were intentional. This person was wanting to sabotage them, y'all. We have the, wow, the Eight of Swords. Now they're definitely in this energy of feeling trapped, not necessarily sure of what to do, but they know that they have to do something to come out of this energy. Because even as you can see here with the Second of Swords, they may not necessarily be boohoo crying in front of people, but best believe that they are shedding tears. They're in a lot of sorrow, and a lot of this is left them feeling very powerless because the very people or person, these third parties, they were really trying to cause the masculine to be in pain. They tried to hype the masculine up to do things that they knew were going to be detrimental to the divine feminine, but they chose to align with people that were disloyal and take a gamble on who was really loyal to them. And now they're feeling the brunt of this. Many of them are in some level of isolation right now. Yeah, returning to roots. With this card coming out, this is a Six of Cups. Hmm. Now they're in deep thought. Like this connection, this could be somebody, and some of you, this is a connection that has been a very long connection. For others of you, like you may have this bond that goes back many years. Like you may have had this like childhood type of connection, and so they're realizing they're right now thinking of the memories that you've had together, and they're in deep thought. They're reminiscing about these memories, and they're, it's almost like they have a level of homesickness, but they can't necessarily come towards you at this time. Yeah, because we have the Queen of Swords. You have put up boundaries. They feel the energy that you're not playing games with them. And I'm definitely picking up that they've communicated this to other people that they feel as if they've done things that have been so hurtful towards you, divine feminine. Like, and they're, with them trying to hurt you, they hurt themselves. And they're not even in a position of wanting to come towards you with this Queen of Swords energy. They just feel like to come towards you, they have to come correct. Um, but it's almost like a shame surrounding them coming towards you. They feel the guarding, they feel that you're very guarded at this time. Then next we have, yeah, the Five of Cups. As you can see, the cups are falling over because many of them are operating out of a lot of poverty consciousness, like because they were not in a place financially where they may have been. Um, they're at a stalemate, like they're in a lot of grief and despair. Like many of them try to overcompensate for the lack of resources they have, but it's like it was beyond. You're naturally prosperous, but it's like with them not being able to be financially giving to you, it's like they try to sabotage your connection because they were used to people dealing with them for what it is that they have, and because you still provide a sense of love and respect towards them regardless of money, they could not compute that. Like it was just a foreign concept for them. And so now they're in this Five of Cups energy of feeling that, very in a regretful type of energy. So they see you as a high priestess. They see you as someone that has like a strong connection spiritually. They see you as someone that is actually about your word. It also says, my inner knowing is my best guide of all. Like you have an intuition about certain things, and now in your absence, they're realizing that a lot of things that you may have tried to warn them about actually has come to fruition. Like a lot of truth has been exposed, even in regard to this emperor in the reverse. There was some karmic interference, people that were around them trying to get them to do the wrong things, and now they're realizing that okay, you were right. They're also being guided by your example. So just trust that the seeds that you planted with these divine masculines have taken root. Let's go ahead and move on to another deck. Let's see. And also I'm picking up too, like with what we've already pulled so far, it's been a long time coming. Like Spirit is saying to continue to focus on yourself because they do have this fear in regard to losing you based on all the swords here, with the 8 swords here. They've done a lot in regard to jeopardizing this connection, but on a deeper level, you by you being this high priestess energy, this queen of pentacles, queen of swords energy, by you actually living the true embodiment of what it is that you expect, you're giving them a guide of what it is that they need to bring. Like they need to bring respect towards you, they need to bring true love towards you, and they're having to do the work in order to do so. There's no shortcuts in this. So Spirit is saying to just be patient, remain patient with the process because they're actually having to overcome being manipulated. Many of them were manipulated to choose a very karmic path intentionally. Like these people cheer them on to do the most heinous things, even in regards to this connection. And although these people treated them bad, they were so used to that to the point where they thought it was right. It's like things were backwards. It's almost like their wires were crossed. And being that you're still radiating this high priestess energy, like you have emotional stability. You could be someone where even though you've dealt with a lot in regard to this connection and there's strong memories here of the past, by you choosing yourself, they're being mirrored self-value. Let's see what is here. Yeah, transcendence and unity. It's definitely the twin flames card here. They definitely want that unity with you, but they realize that it's going to require them to transcend their ego. Like their ego is going up in flames. Even as I say that, we have the fire card coming out representing Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. But literally, like their ego is getting burned in flames based on them having to really do the work, the spiritual work. Because they do realize that in order to have this celebration in regards to this connection, because they see like being with you, they know that it is a true sense of stability, is true love there, and they're wanting to gift you um, Literally, they want to give the world in their hands, is what I'm picking up. But it's requiring them to actually come to terms with the things that were unhealed within them. For them to do these hurtful things towards you, there definitely had to be some deep issues within them, is what I'm picking up. Oh my God, some cards fell down. Yep, they're in a lot of regret, repression. I'm definitely picking up that they could have been dabbling with just trying to numb themselves, like literally drowning in alcohol. You know, some of them could be dabbling in more harsh drugs. But I'm definitely picking up that a lot of it is because they want to silence the memories of the things that they have done towards you, because it's left you in this energy of being very guarded. You're being very guarded at this time. Um, and on a in their higher self, they're not comfortable with how they made you feel very vulnerable by the situations that they've done. It's definitely showing that there's a lot of healing that needs to be done on your part, and healing to be done on your part too, because by you having to deal with the issues that the masculine presented, it definitely uprooted some core wounds within yourself. But you passed the major test by choosing yourself over the connection at this time. Yeah, we have the twin flames card coming out. They do realize that the reason they cannot get you off their mind is because they know that this is a true twin souls connection. They may not use that type of vocabulary, but they may use terms as a soulmate or something, but they know that this is a locked in connection, and they have to do the work in order to get past the limitations and fears. Um, and honestly, you're definitely leading this connection spiritually, divine feminine, because you have had to tap into separate yourself from limitations and fears by choosing yourself. That has not been an easy thing, but you chose yourself. You may have had to do a lot of journaling. I'm definitely picking up affirming yourself. These things has helped you step into this place of the unknown, and it's triggering a major awakening. Many of them are beginning to remember. They're beginning to remember some mm, the deep connection that you have is what I'm picking up. Like, I'm even a little emotional sharing this, but it's like there's a sense of deja vu when they're with you. Like, you may have even had a past life connection, and now it's coming to the surface. Um, this is why they're in that deep regret, and also we have thoughts in isolation. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and by you focusing on yourself, you're focusing on, you know, loving on yourself. This is also mirroring to them what it is that they need to do. Like, they're having to really do some soul searching. Why is it that they did things they've done towards you? Why is it that they fell victim to these people trying to kamikaze your relationship? We also have the integration twin soul union here. They see this union as a forever type of union. So you all just be prepared. I know sometimes it can seem a little overwhelming having to deal with the energetic shifts that you've gone through with this masculine. However, Spirit is when you know there is going to be a major love offer. All right. There is a lot of disharmony and triggers and conflict that they're facing when it comes to the third party karmics. And even between the both of you, there may have been some disharmony and triggers and conflict between the both of you as well. And a lot of it was because of third party influences. It could have been in the form of the media, it could have been in the form of, the current climate of the culture, where there's a lot of misogyny, all of that. I'm definitely picking up that there were third party interference that caused the masculine to feel as if they had to rival against you, but they're no longer in that energy anymore, because they realize that those people don't care about them. Light and doubts, yeah. You might want to consider sending prayers towards your masculine because they really need it at this time. They're having to really do some soul searching and deal with these karmic individuals around them. And really, this is a tough lesson for them, but they're having to learn. They're having to really delve a little deeper in order to learn. Let's see what else. Let's pull some cards from this customized deck. Okay, so what we have here is they're going through like a evolution of sorts. Like many of them had to actually go through this process of being in the streets. All right, just throwing all caution towards it. When many of them even have dabbled in drugs, they've actually been in a very dangerous path. But they're being led to actually heal because they see you as their guiding light. You're in a league of your own. Like they are looking for you everywhere, but you're nowhere to be found. So it's almost as if they're coming into the awareness there. The words that you may have said weren't registering all the way at the time, but they definitely planted seeds within them, and it's giving them guidance that people that try to put them on a karmic path or try to keep them in a karmic path, a lot of people are envious and jealous of the connection that you have, but they're being guided and led towards you. So continue to focus inward, continue to focus on keeping up those healthy boundaries, because that is what's going to teach them. Yeah, you have a safe haven. All right, and they see being within your energy as a safe haven. Pretty soon, there's going to be some things that really hit the fan when it comes to these karmic individuals. The very things these people try to do to sabotage the connection or try to sabotage the masculine, these things are coming to light. Um, Many of them are beginning to experience a major karmic debt. Now we are having Saturn return coming up, and some of these people are actually going to be facing some major just due, and the masculine is going to witness these things. But again, keep your home as a safe haven. Like 9999 is something relevant, which is representing a completion of a cycle. You are, look, with the oil here, like you're anointing yourself with this oil. you know you have become more optimistic about your life, and spirit is wanting you to continue to operate in that energy and keep that safe haven. Also, we have this card coming out. Yeah, there's somebody that has been playing with the masculine mind, and they're realizing this now. There's someone that operates from a shadow type of energy, and they have a great influence over the masculine, but at the same time, the masculine is having to, I'm definitely picking up like a Trinity, make Trinity and Neo type of dynamic when it comes to the Matrix. You may have had to separate yourself and really fight against the Agent Smith in the Matrix, and at the same time, the masculine is having to do so as well. So Trinity couldn't fight through the Matrix for Neo. She had to allow him to do the work. And it's almost like she knew that she was the one for him, but he had to go through fighting for her, if that makes any sense to you. So it's almost like this Willy Wonka character, like he has a lot of schemes. This person is very like devil minded, and they wanted to keep the masculine in this type of energy of, I'm definitely picking up being drugged. This person could have been trying to keep the masculine drugged or try to enable their drug addiction in order to keep them in a state of fog and some weird allegiance to them. But this is no longer going to suffice. The masculine love for you is going to help them break through this fog of depression, because they see a happily ever after with you. Many of them, again, they may have done things towards you, but they end up breaking their own heart and trying to break your heart. But they see the love that you have and the strong bond that you both carry is going to be something that helps them get over and get through this major dark nights of the soul that they're going through. It's not for the weak, but they're becoming stronger by the day by having to really overcome these things. Let's pull some cards from the Yin Yang Oracle and see what's here. Wow, yeah, detachment and cold. They're becoming more detached from these karmics. Now, it may have looked like initially that they were being detached from you, but they were actually going through this process of awakening, whereas you may have already been doing the awakening of healing from people that were karmic interference from your past. But now they're having to really deal with the source of a lot of the dysfunction in their lives, and they're becoming more detached from that. It may seem as if they're detached from you, but it's actually they're having to do the soul work. It's happening. Past light and suffering is here. Yeah. A lot is coming to the surface in your absence because it's like with you not around, they may have been projecting negativity towards you, and you had to call foul on the play. You know, now they're in this energy of dealing with these karmics, and it's not it. They're not fulfilled. They're not content with being around these individuals, and they're actually in this energy of suffering. Many of them are suffering from the things that they've done in the past, but again, this is the process in which they have to deal with it. You dealt with this in some aspects, and now they're having to deal with it. This could definitely be relevant for water signs: Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Yeah, a breakthrough is here. um, Even as I see the water signs and then the breakthrough card is coming out, it's like just by you tuning more so into your emotions, they're doing so too. So it's like energetically, both of you are picking up on a similar energy. And there are those that are watching. I'm definitely picking up that the masculine is watching you from afar. They may not let on that they are, but they are. And they're liking what they're seeing. They're liking the growth that you've had. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as someone that you're able to continue going forth. You're able to continue to um, choose to do the righteous thing, live a wholesome life without all the drama. And now they're immersed with all the drama. Yeah, this could be relevant for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They're not wanting to live in that type of energy anymore. A renewal, a spark. You have definitely lit a spark within the masculine. Even as you can see, she's holding two sparks here. Like you're holding one for yourself and one for your masculine, because even though you may have not known exactly what it is to do in regard to this connection that has, gone off script per se, it's about healing. There's some core wounds that came to the surface, and that spark, that sense of renewal that you bring just by you being loving, by you even I'm definitely too picking up that you may have said some choice words to the masculine, and even though you may have felt like you were out of character, they were necessary. Like you had to resonate someone on their level to kind of shock them to their senses, because again, there were things that came to the surface, and you had to say enough is enough. Many of them try to control you, but you end up controlling them. I'm definitely picking up like this Beauty and the Beast type of dynamic where they were not accustomed to love and reciprocal compassion. They weren't used to any of that. So it's like they thought you were going to switch up on them at any moment, and you did not. Many of them even tried to exert control over you, and you had to like back them back. but they do see they're going to create a solid foundation. So this is what is going to happen, during this process of healing. This is repairing the foundation for a solid foundation. There were some things that were from the past that are being healed because you provide nurturing and compassion, and they long for that with you.